July 2007, the Young Persons Theatre Company bring their new show Flamingo Blues to the Unicorn Theatre London.
We're the Young Persons Theatre Company. We produce film and theatre for these young people.
YPTC is the new way of training. Everything, you learn everything.
Polish, learn skills and learn new skills.
It's an environment where you can grow in confidence.
I really love it, that's why I'm still here.
I enjoy this more than anything that I'm doing in my life.
They've just got ludicrous amounts of energy and vitality.
You're positive, you're passionate.
No words really can express the passion that I have for it.
It's not like you do your little show somewhere. They're actually taking you somewhere where you can get spotted. That's why I'm here.
You get nothing back from this career except the moment that you're on stage with that adrenaline rush.
You can't tell that there's any difference between what I've just heard just now and what you see down at the West End.
Flamingo Blues! Flamingo Blues!
Flamingo Blues.
You can do anything you want. You know, you can achieve anything.
It's about raw talent, and you can't get much rawer than that.
A year ago, we were nowhere, and now we've created the first ever film noir musical. We did it, guys! Yay!
Founded in 2003 by Robbie Stevens, YPTC live in Camden Town, North London, with the aim of providing a professional level of performance training for talented young people aged 18 to 27. The course covers all areas of performance from acting, singing and dance to voice work, stage fighting and audition techniques. Past successes include Bugs Malone, short films Invalid Debris and Sting, original musical Requiem for Tomorrow and showcase performances at RAaW. This mix of film and theatre projects enables the students to develop their skills in all aspects of performance.
YPTC is like a tight group of people who have come together and formed this kind of family. We're all in the same boat. We want to get to the same place, but we're struggling to be there.
Nobody is the same age or the same. You learn things.
We're all from different countries. There's
Foreigners,
different colours, black, white, pink, purple.
And everybody supports each other and loves each other so much, with all the teachers and with all the friends that you make here.
I feel in my heart for you.
It's brought me confidence in acting, singing and dancing, giving me the opportunity to do things that I wouldn't have been able to do.
It's also different from a normal dancing school or an acting school.
People are just feeding off each other's experiences, and I really, really enjoy that.
Running only on Saturdays to enable students to work and study elsewhere, the YPTC day is intensive and begins in the morning with boot camp style warm-ups for the body.
It's basically a way of installing the 3 Ds, which is dedication, discipline and determination.
And for the voice.
So you've got to warm up the muscles first, you've got to get yourself psychologically ready.
Each student has their own schedule, which comprises of rehearsals in acting, music, voice and dance training with professional tutors to guide them. The day ends with a full run of the production with as much costume, makeup, hair and set in place in order to ensure that the right progression is being made and to highlight the areas that may need extra work. Before leaving, everyone huts out to clear the rehearsal space of sets and props.
Best way to get out of work is sweeping.
Well, almost everyone.
Do you like the action?
YPTC are Tommy, Basil, Daniel, Jasmine, Fran, Susanna, Ivy, Michaela, Chris, Ushila, Claudine, Toby, Karina, Sydney, Shelley, Gamza, Alan, Leanne, Vito, Morat, Clementine, Jose, Candice, Nelio, Stephanie, Natalie, Delicia. These 27 young people come from all over London and are taught by professional coaches. Founder of YPTC, director and producer Robbie Stevens is a theatre and filmmaker, making several festival-winning feature and short films. Writer Victoria Howe has created work for stage and screen. She also teaches voice with the YPTC students. Composer Patrick Moore has completed soundtracks for several films and documentaries and released a CD of original work. Choreographer Derry Donaldson has performed on Top of the Pops and CD UK and has worked as a professional dancer for Paul McCartney, Annie Lennox and Cher. Ronald San is an international operatic tenor who performs regularly here and abroad. Singing coach Mark Bob has sung with major opera companies and now performs regularly as a jazz singer and violinist around the UK.
In 2001, I had the options of either going to film school with my money or creating a film, a shot on Super 16 from scratch. I chose the latter. So I entered this competition. I said to Vicky, let's write something. Entered it, we won it, great, and then that began the life of Flamingo Blues.
The story of Flamingo Blues is set in Chicago in 1952, and it revolves around a serial killer who's called the Executioner, and he kills people with a single shot to the head, and he leaves dollar bills in their mouths. The fourth victim, her name is Annie Lowitz, and she's the best friend of a woman called Velma Winston, who was the secretary to a private investigator called Sam Malloy. This takes him to a nightclub called the Blue Flamingo, which is run by a guy called Earl the Pearl Fraser. He's in the frame for the murders. His girlfriend is called Sugar Candice. She used to be in a relationship with Malloy. At the Blue Flamingo, Malloy meets Gloria Devine, who is the main kind of star. He falls in love with her. A woman called Hildy Johnson, who's a reporter for the Chicago Daily News. She helps Malloy to try and figure out who the executioner is. In the course of the story, a guy called Bill Dawson, who's obsessed with the dancing girls, suggested as being the murderer. Our chief of police, who is, his name is Mike Branning, and he's quite corrupt, and I'm not going to tell you anymore because otherwise you'll know what the story is and how it ends.
It was so good for a musical. A film noir, great. Why not put that onto the stage?
A film noir, it's very difficult to define, but again, it's all about being black and white and down, low key.
Suspense and intrigue and femme fatale.
For me, film noir, the essence of the darkness of the piece was the most important, mixed with the colour of the Flamingo, the club.
See, this was a black and tan joint. On the south side, it didn't matter if you were white or coloured. So long as you had a dough to throw, nobody gave a damn what you were or how you got there.
This kind of idea suits this company because we have like a multi-racial kind of company here. We've got diverse cultures, and having so many people, these different colours, different cultures, really plays its strengths.
1st of March 2007, and today is no ordinary day at Clarence Hall.
There's some people coming down from the BBC. We're coming to check out our rehearsals, see how we do.
It's just that they fell in love with YPTC and they said that they wanted to film us as part of their BBC programme.
But they haven't arrived alone.
They don't know it, but Andrew Lloyd Webber is coming to Clarence Hall.
Musical theatre impresario Andrew Lloyd Webber is always on the lookout for new talent.
You have to kind of claw your way in yourself. You've got to have the opportunity to be able to be discovered. My passion is to find a new generation of musical theatre. It's just incredibly exciting when you find new, raw, young talent.
I've got no idea what their reaction's going to be. I think that he'll walk through the door and they won't know who he is, to be honest with you.
One of the most influential characters in musical theatre.
Until the name is mentioned. But, we'll see what happens.
After watching a few dance numbers from Flamingo Blues, Lord Lloyd Webber sees some of the YPTC boys in hope of auditioning them for the new revival of his musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
3 years ago, there's American Pie. Drove my Sherry to the levee, but the levee was...
So, why don't you ask me a couple of questions? Who's going to go first? And I can try and answer them.
What's your name again? The name's Carl, Simon.
Just telling us to, continue and sort of persevere with what we wanted to do, and he really thought there was a lot of drive and determination in us, and he thought it was fantastic that we all sort of gave up our free time to come here and work together.
This would never have happened a year ago, and it just marks how much we're climbing up the ladder, and it's really good to see.
It's always about, you know, grasping the moment when you get it. And as I say, if any of you kids want to come along to the auditions, it would be fabulous.
The legend of theatre came into my little theatre, my little world.
It's actually very inspiring. Talk about raw talent, like you can't get much rawer than that.
When we did ITV £1 Million giveaway, I was extremely worried about the risk that we had to take in order to do that, and to the point where I had to make an appointment with a producer.
Theatre company, we produce film and theatre for these young people to keep them off the streets, give them self-esteem and take them to the next level and realise their dreams.
14,900 and whatever. What is it going to be used for?
For the venue, which is £1,220.
Right.
Set costs, which will be around about £3,000.
Yeah.
Costume, which will be £200.
Yeah.
Administration will be about £700 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Marketing and advertising will be £2,000.
Sound hire, £3,500.
An accounting fee will cost £850.
The company tried their luck at fundraising in Covent Garden.
We're fundraising for YPTC. We're trying to get as much money as possible. We've asked about 1,000 people, but half of them have turned us down. Can we spare you up now?
Sorry, that's fine.
The boys find that it's hard work asking people to part with their money.
Excuse me, sir, can you swear a bit of tongue?
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Yes, we've got £1.
Crack the safe there.
But any money would do. Oh, thank you. It's hard work, Robbie. You better remember that we did this for you.
The boys made £11.
72,
We
please.
made 104.
72.
You did not,
The
Chris.
check.
He's lying. How much did you make? How much did you make?
Check.
11.
You know Robbie Brindle.
Next time we get the whole company to come out with us, and if they don't, it's going to be a cans of whoop ass.
Yes.
We need this money, and it will take us there. It's boiling inside me. I can't even show you.
We don't have it, and if it wasn't for Glenys and the people that do Granny, she has to fundraise every time, and she does it, which she does an amazing job because we wouldn't survive without her.
Being a teenage parent as well, I was told that I would never amount to anything, that having a child will ruin my life and also my career. But YPTC has showed me that there is a way forward.
Who told you you would never amount to anything?
Family, friends.
All my teachers told me I'd never amount to anything. All my commanding officers in the Royal Navy told me I'd never amount to anything. I was 30 years old, I started in business. You know, so the moral of that story is don't listen to grown-ups.
Because, you know, they don't really know what they're talking about. And guess what? He was right.
You can do anything you want.
Exactly.
You know, you can achieve anything.
You've got about 100 people willing to do this project. All around your age, and all around...
Because we love it.
Because we love it. You're polished, you're well prepared, you've done your homework, you're positive, you're passionate, and I love you, so I'm definitely in.
So it's an absolute yes from me.
I'm in as well. Good luck.
That was one of the best theatre pictures we've had on this programme, wasn't it?
It's like we're almost at the West End level. That's how important that money was.
All the stuff that 15 grand has helped. The costumes for this play are amazing, the set is incredible. Everyone on stage just looks amazing.
The next day, there was like loads of people saying, "Oh, you were that boy on that programme."
Is it better to have the best house on the worst street or the worst house on the best street? And Camden is the prime location right now.
We operate out of 4 spaces in Camden, and the young people, the cast, rotate around to those spaces all day on Saturday. Every 45 minutes they change.
I think it does keep us more sort of grounded and it makes us more real.
Kind of trains you to have a busy schedule. At the end of the day, we have to pack everything away. The storage facilities that YPTC has is laughable.
At least we've got a place to rehearse and to be creative, just to express ourselves.
I think it'd be better, if we had one big place here we could perform.
the whole future of YPTC lies in us being able to have our own building and to be able to rest easy in the fact that we don't have to take the set at 10 o'clock at night across an estate to be able to be stored. I mean, it's great that we've got these facilities, but bloody hell, we just can't keep on going like that.
I'd never done anything like Lindy Hop or 1950s style or anything like that before, so it was an experience for me.
It's completely different to the kind of work that I normally do. I'm normally a urban dancer or a hip hop dancer.
Gloria's upbeat is more of a jazzy, upbeat number.
The club needed to come to life, so it had to come into this big band kind of swing style.
I was inspired by Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. We started off very slow and, low legs, getting technique, precision.
When you watch a show, the dancers aren't going bang, they're going the whole thing is so exaggerated.
Maxine's was a lot more technical, this contemporary jazz style.
And it's a chance for me to do loads of different things and to be really, really wild. And we were given the opportunity to freestyle in the section, so we can show off our abilities and we can show the different kind of styles that we have in contemporary dance.
Even if they never want to dance, it doesn't matter. It's great. Dancing is great for acting as well. I know their ability and I know who's good at what, and I know how to bring the best out of them. So individually, I'll put steps together slowly with them in mind.
With the junior YPTC, I definitely improved my dancing skills, not just my dancing skills, it's more the confidence in my dancing.
Now I feel a lot more comfortable dancing with and being able to have that trust that you need when you're dancing with a partner. So
it's taken me to a much higher level. I love to dance, that's my forte, I love it. I've just always liked to wow people, that's just what I do.
My basic aim was to be able to grab people and show them that this was clearly 50s, but we want to keep it more traditional style. Like swing, bang,
soulful jazz, blues.
Songs for me, the purpose was to be able to tell the people that we were still in the 50s, but not sound dated.
We're trying to get them doing the basics, we're trying to get them doing more advanced stuff, and they're singing big songs. And the songs are not written for them as individuals, a little bit perhaps, but the songs are just written, and they're great songs, but they're challenging.
Each one of them brings a different version to the song, and that's what I love about it. That's been the most challenging thing, especially with Earl. Vito and Michele are two completely different types of performers. Each one has to give a valid interpretation of what he does, and to try and find that has been very, very, very rewarding.
Oh, I was excited when I got my song, my Maxine song, but when the learning process and what to do at the end, like improvising at the end of the song, I didn't know what to do. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't think that I could do it. But then with Ronnie and Mark, bless his heart, he gave that proper punch to it, like, do it, you have to do it, you have to do it, you have to do it.
The breath control needed for my song is just incredible.
Sugar's song is probably the most theatrical oriented.
I love it. The energy the song requires and everything is just so hard.
Be willing enough, be brave enough to open your mouth and sing. Link into your emotional center and just go for it. So on the floor, in a glob, sobbing, or it's just completely morose, you just lost your friend.
I was always told that I couldn't sing.
I couldn't sing. I was not a singer. I could not hit even a note.
I'm not a singer. I don't pretend to be.
Just because you've not sung before doesn't mean you can't sing. That's the first thing I have to say with people who've never sung before.
And here they have made me do it, but they've had faith in me.
Sydney herself, she said to me, I don't know how to sing, but she can now.
And that's been a massive accomplishment for me, and I'm very, very proud of myself that I'm still here.
But she's worked really, really hard, and that's all it takes. Hard work, a willingness to be open to try stuff and look like an ass in front of everybody.
Simon Cowell hasn't jumped out saying get out.
Your voice is a muscle, like any other muscle. You wouldn't dream of doing a dance routine without having warmed your body up.
I found it really hard to get the Chicago accent and make the accent perfect.
Out in this murder case, Earl. You changed your mind. You changed your mind.
I didn't really find the accent a problem, to be honest with you.
Ain't that right, Joe?
My accent was okay, it's just a lot of diction as well.
And I didn't know the importance of like diction and volume and stuff. And I know about that now, and I can also apply that to singing as well.
It's all very well being here and being all nice and loud and diction and everything else, but from over there, it gives them more of a sense of the distance that they've got to carry. The breath sustains the emotion of the line, and if you don't have the knowledge on how to use your entire lung capacity, how to use your diaphragm muscle to support.
Yeah, the whole diaphragm thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that, and I've studied acting.
It's like what? Breathing? We've learned how to breathe properly.
It's 3 different casts. Every single cast member is playing a different character in every single cast.
Now that's a rare shot of Earl. He don't like his picture taken too much, does he?
Yeah, but look who he's talking to. Johnny Fleischman, stiff number 2.
And he worked there as well. Seems to me Earl is just digging his own grave.
It's the only way that you are able to overcome that problem of overwriting, and therefore the play being 3 hours long, and therefore having the play dip all the time. But you know, it's not too bad. Once you get over the complexities of it, it's okay. Emma and Nadine wouldn't agree with that.
I've learned more of how to, more of the dynamics of acting.
Being big, not being small, not acting from your head upwards, but through the whole body.
To be able to be different people and to explore certain aspects of your own character in the safety of the theatre or film.
To be able to go on stage and perform a character to an audience, to make them understand and feel what that character feels.
No matter what else is in that person, is to really search to see whether that person's got the commitment that it needs.
Crossley's a good guy, and it was pretty hard to get over because you want to do a cartoon, but he's also a good guy. So playing a cartoon character as a good guy is pretty hard.
Also, I don't believe Chris's arm.
Okay.
Stage fair is been a great experience because there's so much in like slaps, what to hit, and like to make these sound effects and make the audience believe that you're like beating up somebody.
He always gets in trouble.
I can't.
You can do it now.
Because it echoes in here.
It echoes in here.
Come on!
Stop.
See, I can do all those stonework with a belly. That's different.
Except he stepped on my toe, and now my foot's really hurting.
The costumes are based on like cartoon characters and exaggerated versions. So when they're in the club, it's really exaggerated and really colourful and quite stylised. When we see the people on the streets, they're just wearing sort of everyday clothes, so that there's a difference between the street scenes and the characters. We also made the fat suit for Branning, which was made from padding, wadding, and it had bird seeds inside of it.
That's his real belly, and when you push it, look. His belly makes noise. Wait till I get my fat suit on.
So some of the dance costumes, although they're not directly designed from that period, but some of the ideas have come from kind of like 20s dancers and 30s dancers. We didn't want to go too mid-50s. We didn't want to push further than 52. So this was a Lindy Hop costume, is a Lindy Hop costume, and this took a long time to sew because it's got all these sequins on it and all this individual stitching and
Hi Emma, sorry guys, we're acting Glory's underwear again, I can't get him out.
Oh my god. We have this problem about twice a day. Can we just stop this now? So we'll do it later.
All I really did for it was just looked at as many different pictures of women, because it was more based around the women from the 1950s as possible. The common hairstyles that they would have, the common looks, and obviously the red lips is like a common theme across all women in the 1950s. They looked perfect all the time. And then sort of looked at Emma's costumes and then started to work out makeup colours to match with her costumes, because women in the 1950s lived in rollers. They didn't have rollers done like Robbie wants in 20 minutes. So you have your 2.5 hours makeup time, and then basically in the quick changes, it's a process of wiping off the old makeup that they've got on, applying new eyeshadow to fit whatever costume that they're going to wear. It's just a lot of running around and just trying to grab them at the same time as costume grabs them, and making sure that they stay calm, because a lot of them are doing all this sorts of stuff, and you just really need them just to stand like that, allow the dresser to dress them, and allow us to do their makeup. But we just decided that really they should have prosthetics on their face, I think up until last week. And then she said just forget about prosthetics. Parts of it just didn't always blend in as well, and I think also they got too hot when they was wearing it, which means that the glue was becoming unstuck. So we managed to get through it with moustaches.
Why is my moustache this colour? My hair this colour.
Great, hair and makeup and get into costume just helps you get into your character more.
Morat, you owe me a liquid eyeliner, okay? You owe me one.
In order for me to bring Flamingo Blues to the stage, I knew that I'd literally have to look at the storyboards that we had in the trailer and take the defined image of what that was and place it on the stage. If it dropped to some sort of naturalistic level at all in terms of the aesthetics or the way they moved or acted or spoke, then I knew that we wouldn't capture the cartoon element of what the musical had to be.
There are video elements and graphic elements involved, which are using still photographs that have been manipulated, and they've been, lit to look like a film noir. It's that sense of it, the filmic sense, comes out through the graphics. Those really help to ground it in the noir genre.
A lot of silhouette stuff on the stage, with figurines and images. It was very image based.
The filming was fun, but very hard.
We were given the opportunity to bring the Flamingo staged production into a short trailer.
There was about 150 shots in 3 days of filming. We filmed from 8 o'clock in the morning through to 10 o'clock at night for 3 days solid.
They were great, the makeup, the costume, everyone.
The theatre process is different because you get instant transforming.
It was amazing to do the same scenes and the same dance routines behind camera. It brought things a lot more smaller, and everything became a lot more intense like that.
It was really hard dancing under the lights.
I stopped counting my blisters on my toes, because the dancers had to be in shoes and we had to do the routines. How many times? About 50, so many times.
One of my favourite people on the film was our gaffer called Chris, and he turned around, and he's worked everywhere, and he said, even back in the day, in my student days, I've never ever worked as hard as I have on your set, Robbie. But he said to me, the end product was really worth it.
An actual film, that was exciting. I want to do films.
That's all we had the space for, that's all we had the money for, that's all we had the time for. 3 days to fit all of this in, and we did it. And that's basically how YPTC works.
Alexandra Palace, Muswell Hill, home today of the Afro Hair and Beauty Show, and the YPTC have taken the opportunity to publicise Flamingo Blues.
Please make your way over to the main stage. We are about to open the show today.
But it was good to get some actual public response.
The past 2 years has always been like street dance, and
it's kind of predictable, it's obvious.
When it was the costumes, the routine.
We brought something new. I think.
That there's any difference between what I've just heard just now and what you see down at the West End.
We've got another 6 weeks until we open, but they did a great show here today, and we're just trying to get some interest going, and we're going to do loads of these little promotional events, and I'm making them get people on the mailing list. I'm forcing them to put their names down so we can put bums on seats.
We've got 3.
6 days!
leaving Clarence Hall for one of the final times, the company descend upon London's Theatreland for some last-minute promotion.
Come and see it! 6 days of show!
And you can see this booty right here. Tickets are £15. Just call the box office to get
But baby, we'll try to trouble for you. I think maybe going out into the streets all in costume, fly jump in and doing dance routines, promoting the show. There was like a real vibe about it.
See you there.
Thank you.
Bye. Good luck. Break a leg.
We're outside the Monty Python spam run to hijack their customers. The Flamingo Blues. It's a great show.
It's a distraction from the police. We sent all the sexiest girls to go distract them.
Bring your whole family.
Ça commence mercredi semaine prochaine. Ouais. London Bridge Unicorn Theatre. Au revoir.
In order to get people in London to go and see a show at an off-West End venue that they know nothing about, that hasn't got a famous person involved, is extremely hard.
Fuck the flyer! Please!
Did you say something to her? What did he say? What did he say? Did you tell her? What are you talking to, mister? Because I'll be back.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, it's all a bit delayed. Daniel's been waiting since 1, bless you. And we're just totally delayed because it's my fault, because I fell asleep this morning. We now have half an hour to get everything out of this building and into this van. So go away, stop filming. Notice it's all girls, lovely girls doing it. No boys. Boy behind the camera, boy not helping.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Meanwhile, at Southend,
They nearly locked us in the bus. We're gonna steal the show from them losers over there because we're better than they are. Why are you dressed like that? Because I'm a whore. Sure she is. Flamingo Blues.
the cast take it upon themselves to give one last performance to the unsuspecting public.
Wednesday. We're gonna perform. Come and watch.
Go, Susanna.
This isn't funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the show Flamingo. So won't you welcome our beautiful Flamingo dancers? Second of July. What is this? Who are these people?
Give them the tits and the ass and the attitude.
That's all you
and the American accent. Look.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Can I give you a leaflet on what we're doing next week? Thank you, honey.
They're not gonna come.
You see.
Okay.
Moving into the Unicorn Theatre, they're home for the next week.
Hey, we're here. We've arrived. We've landed. If you're late, I will screw at you. I will screw at you. Don't be late. Listen, guys, let's find our local. I don't know where it is.
Good morning, Daniel. How are you today?
3 days to go. As the crew set up the stage, lighting and sound, the cast prepared themselves for a grueling few days of rehearsal in their new space.
I'm making a present for Robbie. I'm wrapping this big box up as a surprise, and inside it there's a giraffe.
When we get to like a late stage of the production where we have the set and we have the costume all coming together and you actually like, oh my god, so it's actually happening.
I was 15 minutes late. If we started at 8:15, then I would have been on time. Why can't you just postpone?
This is how I feel right now.
No, this is without makeup, please.
Look at her.
She just looks so ugly.
Look what she did.
The space is bigger, and it's speaking up. It's quite difficult.
Because we're so used to Clarence Hall, which is smaller, and the stage looks so much bigger. But when we came to this place, because the place is so big, the stage looks small.
Jimmy, could you just leave us alone? Give us 1 minute.
It's difficult trying to adapt to the new space because we always knew that we had to put it out front before. With only like a few days to go as our main characters, we're now having to put it up as well.
I want to fry this guy. Give me something.
Hey, buddy. Hildy died. Poor kid. Now I can have a vacation. Let's go.
Just seeing everyone find their character and like really discover who they are and basically just play their character fully out well. A few of us have been recently.
In terms of just sort of being free on stage and trying out new things and always sort of having lots of energy to give out to other people.
Is when I start seeing them do runs towards the time and I see them come alive. I've only seen those singers, sometimes nervous singers, and I forget that they're actors as well, and suddenly they're on stage and they're like alive and they're different people, and it's been really rewarding.
It's just all picked up, it looks like a different show completely.
We got a black on that. Cool guys.
Yeah, it's tiring. I think today might be a good day.
I am depressed, hurt, tired, angry, frustrated, scared, and excited all together. Imagine how I feel.
Peace and love, spread peace.
See, with people like that's what I have to work with. People like that.
Peace and love, baby.
Like this,
So, yeah.
like this thing.
Heal
there.
the world, make it a better place. We have to talk like this, because if we talk louder than this is what happens to us. Fingers on lips, fingers on lips.
We get to know so many amazing people, and the support as well. There's a real sense of support in YPTC. Everyone's really there for each other, and
With everyone, having like a laugh with everyone, the costume people are all friendly, everyone's having a joke, everyone gets to know each other.
As an artist, it's good to show your talent in different places.
Like in the beginning, you don't really see it happening. You rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and go through lines and scenes, but you don't really see like the final product.
Daria, one of your dancers broke their leg yesterday. They're not going to go on.
One day from the show, and yesterday I had a really bad landing, and I don't know if I'll be able even to do the show. But this is my leg. She can't even walk, and the show's tomorrow.
I think just performing on stage has just been the best part, but we haven't been able to do it in front of like a live audience yet. That's what I'm really looking forward to, so the best is yet to come. Now we're here. We're ready. This is the beginning.
So excited. So excited. There's an audience out there.
And then we all get rushed behind the stage, and me and Candice and Daniel dance the soca, and we start making noise and it's being black and aggressive. It's great. Very nice to connect with one's ethnicity just before you go on set.
Guys, you need to be standing by.
We're about to go on.
It's our first show.
always give it 100%. My shoes before Flamingo Blues. That's right.
Proper nervous. She's nervous. She's nervous more than we are.
We've got to go.
Way I remember, it was a Tuesday, back in the summer of 1952.
That was the
best song we've ever done, isn't it?
We had a connection.
We're really good with each other. What? I hope I'm not interrupting.
Sugar, can you just give us a minute?
All the good like jazz, all the sugar sweet, honey, yeah, the candy I got. It's huge. Just got enough to bury this guy deeper than Annie Lowett's.
Well, Brandon might have dug his own grave.
He knows it. But this with Dawson's death and Branning's career is over.
You're in too deep, honey. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Living Gloria and Merlot.
You wouldn't have had a hand in that, would you?
Me? Now, Velma.
Not so.
Hey, what else is there?
Gloria Devine is in your office.
Losers in the first show. Losers, watch the last show. We're going to commit suicide.
I got a good plan for his birthday fest. Oh, it's gonna end. Are you? It's gonna end.
I'm going to buy another bottle of champagne. I'm serious.
Yeah, he's safe.
We're saying the whole play.
Watch out for this show in the West End or somewhere much better than this because we.
Hey, buddy.
I remember catching the bus into central London with Vicky and I said to her, I've got it. We do Flamingo Blues, that's what we do. And I knew the moment on that bus that I made that decision that it would be great, that it would come together really well. I'll give you your money back if you didn't enjoy it.
If you missed it, we're coming for you.
So when we go back on stage in the West End, just remember what I said.
It's so professional. They're treated professionally. They're expected to behave professionally, and if not, they're out the door really. But if that something like that is invaluable.
It's an absolute pleasure and commitment what they do, and the way they just muck in.
There is an ethos within YPTC which is just get up and do it. Don't think about it. Don't moan about it, analyse it. Just get up and do it.
You can never have a clean pack-up. You can never have a clean pack-up.
Well, it's been lovely to see the set getting built, the costumes being built, and see the process and how wonderful everything's been, going from scratch to finish, and I'm really proud of them.
The main thing for me is that we learn every time we go along, and I've got great people supporting it. And you know, success all round, it's brilliant.
But young people, you are so lucky to have something like this to take you into the big wide open after.
It gives them so much.
I think after this show I will be ready to go to the auditions and prepare myself for the real world.
The importance of being extremely flexible as a performer, being able to adapt to different directors, working with different people, different styles, different genres.
I used to be really shy on stage, like to do a simple scene, but now I can just go on stage and do whatever they ask me to.
A lot of places you go, you get a lot of snobbery, and a lot of people think they're better than everyone else, whereas here you didn't get there at all.
You are actually welcome and you are able to be yourself and not be judged.
Be me, but more confidently.
So you gain confidence, basically.
Definitely.
Me 5.
Love it.
We've all grown to, work well together and support each other, which is amazing.
When we started the production, my mum was very sick. She had breast cancer, and just 3 weeks ago she passed away. She would have wanted me to continue. I mean, she was looking forward to coming and watch me as a main character and doing this show. So just for that, I have to be excellent, brilliant, and just show her that wherever she is, I'm sure she's going to be watching. And this show has kept me going so far. I'm sure when I leave I'm going to have an emotional breakdown, but at the moment I'm stable. So.
With the three Malloys, we've just built up such a good relationship with each other. It's so good to be involved with your actors.
Teamwork is so important here.
Be happy for each other when somebody achieves something.
How comes Hilda gets the biggest scream and I don't get bugger all?
It's really lovely.
This is the crap Malloy, you don't want to see him, man.
And take the piss out of each other as well.
But act silly, but we take everything serious at the same time.
Robbie and Ronnie and Vicky and Derry and Patrick all very particularly helped me to become who I am today.
It's not like they're teaching us, they're like our friends as well at the same time, which is always good to have.
This is rubbish!
They're still put us in line where we need to be.
I take exhaustion from them, but I also come away feeling kind of quite vibrant as well.
So I think I've learned to embrace more the cast.
Because only through that, realizing how much I love it, that I can impart to them the love of it.
But at the end of the day, they're all pains in the ass.
And it's a joy to teach them, usually.
Future of YPTC. Junior YPTC, great new musical, but not a £45,000 one, the little one. The main YPTC, a fantastic film. Stories, concepts are starting to form in my mind. Make some money, make things a little bit easier on us, and hopefully work with the same people in terms of the crew that I've always worked with. It's a constant joy to me to be able to do that, and to have people that have worked in YPTC and Flamingo and Requiem to go away and come back, and so that they can go off and get work and come back if they need to up their skills again, that kind of thing.
But what we really need now is for somebody to invest a few million in YPTC, then I wouldn't have to work anywhere else.
We so need to go to the next level now, though.
Please just help us and help us get there, and we're worth it.
Just keep it moving forward in every single area. Because if I don't move forward, I'm going to stop doing it. I can't not move forward with it, and it hasn't reached its potential yet. By a long shot.
These beads all came on a trim and you had to stitch it on, so...
These beads all came on a trim?
Woo! That's exciting!
The complexity of sewing that bugger.
Scary.
Can you pass me a chair? That's all I wanted.
Can we allow it? Seriously.
And these ones are all stitched on already, and you just stitch it on.
Already?
There's a naked man standing over there.
He's a statue now.
He's naked!
Sexy. Sex everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Brookside? I'm still Brookside. I was a hospital patient. This is just...
No one cares. Get yourself in the frame. Shelley! In the frame.
Very confident.
Oh, hello.
Stop singing!
You know who you are in terms of the biggest divas.
Everyone else got a big song. I've only got 4 scenes, and they cut my song down.
The camera!
Hi, Mom!
No.
Well, I'm not fluent in England language.
Well, yeah, I'll talk forever if give me half a chance.
Shut up!
You're like a lobster, mate. All you do is that.
What's he do? What? I don't get it. Stand there and wait.
Do your shirt up.
It's up. I feel hot. I'm inspiring.
Wait, he wants to go past. Sorry. Come see the show.
Bye.
Bye.
Flirty one. Flirty one.
I'm not flirty. You guys happen to like me.
Touch us.
Sex toys. What can I say? Yeah, very sexy indeed.
Mary had a little lamb.
What about sunrise? What about rain?
Claude and Steph actually let me kiss them, which is a bonus.
I like this acting lot.
Yeah,
except we're shit.
Knowing Laura has changed my life.
It really has.
Why is your hands like this?
Because I just want to make sure my hands are in the frame.
I'm sure this is the worst interview that you've had so far, but I'm so sorry.
Basically like a classic private detective. What is he doing this camera?
It's not the time or the place.
I've had enough. I can't deal with this anymore.
Okay, bye old chap. Hi. I'm Toby.
You can't put any of this into outtakes, you know that.
Oh, I don't like camera. Daniel, I can't do this.
Set up. Come on.
Okay.
What else do you want, Daniel?
Give me more, Moses.
Daniel D. Moses, you know what I like to do with that camera, don't you? After living with you nearly a week here, don't you? Yeah.